I am a senior assistant director of the admissions office. I'm also the advisor for Stagefright, which is our student-run theater organization on campus. When I graduated in 2006, my brother, Beth Luzitano, also graduated from Salve in 2003. And we put our heads together a long time ago. We grew up doing theater together. And taking acting lessons as children in Fall River, and we had always thought after graduation we should start our own company. So we were sort of thinking, okay, we have the theater stuff down, I have a little bit of this business know-how, let's start a nonprofit theater organization. So in 2006 we became a 501c3 nonprofit. But what we wanted was your family would come, it would be appropriate, sometimes it would push the envelope, but overall, it was fairly PG-13-ish, but what we wanted to do was more so bring a company together to invite those people in our age group who were sort of struggling in some capacity, or who had chosen to go into a different career field but who always loved theater and would want to give back. It's much more of a cutthroat environment as an actor or a director to be getting into the biz. And we thought, we didn't like that. We didn't like that there was nepotism. We didn't like being told that you didn't look the part, so we weren't going to cast you, that sort of stuff. So we started Striving Artist Theater Company sort of with that in mind. So this year we're doing Romeo and Juliet, and I'm stepping in as the director. In the past, my brother actually has been directing the Summer Shakespeare. So it was sort of interesting to take over with our first tragedy. In the past we had done the comedies that have always brought a lot of joy to our communities. So Romeo and Juliet obviously is a much different story. Shakespeare is obviously so malleable because all they give you is the text. So what we try to do is to make it as accessible to our current audiences as we possibly can. So we don't usually do it in much more traditional style. This year, Romeo and Juliet, I chose the 90s. I thought it was definitely a time of teenagers dealing with their emotions in different ways. So that was definitely something that I enjoyed sort of touching base on, because Romeo and Juliet is about a bunch of teenagers. It's about two 14-year-olds who fall in love and their other teenage friends and how they react. And it just so happens that these two lovebirds come from feuding families. Working in college admissions, you talk with so many families about why would you get an education in something like an art? Like, what are you gonna do with that afterwards? What if you don't get paid for that job? We do get paid in our own way. As being a nonprofit, the money that we raise works into the art as opposed to a for-profit. We are a professional company though, and working professionally, even if sometimes it's after hours, even if it means that it's after my day job, that still for me is the outlet that I need as an artist. You don't have to have your degree to necessarily do the art. I found that it was very important for me to be doing it, and a lot of my actors have learned a lot from the fact that I have my bachelor's degree and are pursuing the bachelor's degree in theater arts because of that. That's definitely, I think, the exciting part about professional theater, especially coming off of college theater 10 years ago.